Well, hello, Blue Merinos. Yes, it's time. We're going to make the cutest gingerbread arrangement, but we're going with a different color scheme. We're going with snow and pink. It's going to be stinking cute, and we're going to make it right here in this container, and I'm going to show you how. So let's get started. Gingy's ready. This is our newest kit. It is available on the website, of course, and we'll have the link here. You can ask in the comments. Be happy to help you find it. So here's all the pieces that do come in the kit. You get the lollipop, the curl, the pink sprays that have the glitter on them. Then some of this beautiful frosty greenery, including some long spiky ones and some short fillers. And of course the cute gingerbread comes in there and the container. The only thing you're going to need for this on your own would be hot glue, wire cutters, and some floral foam to put in the container. So I'm going to make mine in this container like permanently so I can sell it. So I'm going to glue in my foam to kind of get started. So before you start doing anything, cut a couple of pieces. This comes from a big long sheet. And I cut a small one to go in the bottom and then a little bit larger to go on the top. I want to go down just a couple of inches in here. I want it to recess a little. Sometimes we want things to come out really high, but this one I'm good with it recessing a little bit. So we're going to go out, grab our glue, and put a little Gorilla Glue in the bottom to help it stick to the metal really well. And then I'm going to put the hot glue right on top. So let's put that in, get it set, and get my other pieces coming. And I'm just going to take these both, and my glue pot is right over here off camera. I'm going to dip it in and get it going on. I'm going to spread it out a little bit on here. Let me get a little bit more in the middle. All right, so I got a good amount, and I'm going to push this down, right, wiggle it in, and then push this right on top. And both my pieces are foam or in my container. Now, the main piece going in this is the gingerbread. So I want to take and put her in kind of in the middle zone of this. She did have a hanger on here, and I took that out. I just cut it off. So she's going to go right here in the middle zone. So I'm going to leave that spot open for a little bit so I can get the greenery in, and then we'll put her in just a little bit. So I think I'd like to put her a little bit sideways, like she's going to go this way, and that the lollipop and the curly pig are going to go beside her. So I'm going to start thinking about where these bigger pieces are going in my design. Like this one, I think is going to work out to the side. So in order for you to see this a little bit better, like the lollipop's going to be on one side and the gingerbread's going to be on the other, just like that. You're seeing it right from the top, but I want you to be able to kind of have a concept of what we're doing here, okay? So let's start by getting our snowy greenery in. And yeah, you can do that anytime. Just bend a stem to kind of get an idea of how it's going to lay out in your design. So this is first. And this greenery, it doesn't really push, but it is so really nice and fluffy. So I'm going to take and cut these off of the whole bush, and we'll start putting this in. Y'all, we probably have sent out a text to this video the first time it comes out. And if you want to be notified anytime we have new videos, you're going to want to grab a spot on our text list. So the way you do that is you go to textkelea.com, textkelea.com, or you can also just text us the word VIP, one word, VIP, to 832-734-5201, and you can get right on our text list. So I'm kind of getting these greenery pieces going in towards the front to start with here, just like that. And so this is what you're seeing from the front. So I'm going to bring these down a little bit. And let's have a little going around the back. I'm going to use the larger pieces kind of on the ends here. And you can spin it around and put these in. And a lot of our Blue Merinos find it great when they can just pick up the whole kit from us. It's really easy for them to shop, and they can reproduce what we're making super easy. Okay, so all the snowy greenery's in, we're giving it a little boost. Now, in order to put Miss Gingy in, we're going to take, I think we'll turn her a little bit this way, just for a little bit of fun. And then she's also a lot of fun if we just give her a little bit of a tilt like this. Put her into the side. I think that's whimsical. So let me go ahead and add like a little wire or a wood dowel here to the base of her leg. And I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off the bottom of the candy. I don't need too much, about 3 or 4 inches. About 5 inches. Okay, and it's covered, this stem is covered in cute little ribbons, so you're gonna trim that off. And I'm gonna add a little glue because I want to keep that cute little detail here. So just gently wrap that back around so it sticks into the glue. And then we'll glue this one too when we get ready to put it in. But this piece right here could be how we're going to attach her in to our arrangement. So I'm just going to take and push it into the bottom of that leg. A lot of our wreath attachments are foam, so it makes it really easy to work with. All right, so when I get ready to put her in now, like I talked about at an angle, we're going to push her in right over here, okay? We're going to push in, and now she's kind of jetting out and up just a little bit. And she's on a wire stem, so you can see exactly how she's going to look right there. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, I'm going to get y'all a little bit more room on the camera. Okay, so she's in. And let's take and put the lollipop over to the other side. And I know I want it behind her, so you can see what's going on here. I'm going to take and put this one over here behind her. Okay. And that way you can see how this arrangement is kind of coming together and how someone would see it on a table. So we have the container. I've got Mr. Gingy here on this top part, and the lollipop will go on the other. So let me take and put a little glue on there to hold that ribbon on. And since she's a little crooked, let's have the lollipop come in off this side, just kind of straight. Okay, and those are both in the background. Oh, isn't that cute already? So cute. Now, I've got some spiky greenery that we're going to add right to the middle. But if I put the whole bush in, it's a little too much. Like if I just put that in, it would cover up a little too much. So what I'm going to do is trim it into a couple of sections here. Okay. And we just used this bush in design school. I totally love it. It adds a really great softness. So I've embraced working with this one a whole bunch. So I cut off a little bottom section. I'm going to go right in the middle. Okay. Just got my glue skillet off to the side here. And let's just have this go right in the center. Oh, that's cute. And just kind of work those around. I can take a couple of these and have them come behind too. And a couple of forward. See? We created, just doing that little trick right there, we created some depth, which is super, super cool. Now, I'm going to take this and divide it into 2 more pieces, and then we'll use a little on each side, okay? So just get in there, section it out. Make sure when you cut it, though, you leave a little bit of stem, or you're going to have to put them all in just one at a time, right? All right. Let's put one going into the right. I'm working a little bit more in the foreground here. Beautiful. And one out to the left. And now she just looks like she's in this snowy, snowy Wonderland, which I love that. Because it's almost like it's sugary snow. It's not regular snow, right? Awesome. All right, we've got one more of our flocked bush. We have our really neat curly picks, and then we've got our spiky, icy, snowy pieces to go in. So our curly spray here, I know I want to use it kind of in the foreground, and you have to decide, do I want it to go this way, over here on this side, or do I want it to kind of go over by my Gingy? So, or we can cut it into sections, but this one's actually easier to use all as one. So let me trim it down, and we'll decide. We will decide what we want to do. Now the neat thing, and this is something you're going to want to work on while you're designing, and when we teach in design school, this has a fuzzy, like a little bit of a neat texture to this fuzz, and that's exactly what we've got on this. So it's not just about color and sparkle, but also the texture, like the snow texture, the texture of the actual curls I'm putting in. So I want you to take a look at it. Here it is on this side, okay? That looks pretty cute. And then here it is going out to the left. Now the reason I kind of like it going out to the left is because it breaks the plane of the gingerbread too, and we already have this pink over here. So I kind of like that and the depth it adds, so I'm going to stick on this side, okay? So let's take it in, and I'm going to put a little glue on it, and we're going to push it in right over here. So I'm getting some glue on it, and then we're going to push this dude in right here. And give it a nice push into that foam where it's going in good and strong. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And I like for the curls to break the plane of the container. That's something we also talk about in design school quite a bit, and how important it is. The depth in your design definitely helps create a higher skill level, and the appearance is just a little bit next level. All right, that's looking awesome. She's super duper cute. She's loaded with fun pieces. And these you can curl up tighter or leave longer. I'm going to go ahead and start to use some of my glitter sprays. And the neat thing about the glitter sprays is that they are totally perfect to add a little sparkle, a little height to the whole design. So I'm going to take and separate this into a couple of sections, and you just pull them off. They come off pretty easy. And so when you do that, you'll have one long one, which will be great because we can lay this in here and kind of decide how long we want that. And I know I want to start with one of these coming right up the center here in the middle. I love that. And how about a little bit coming over here to the right? I'm just laying these in first to kind of get an idea. And this one up the middle. Ooh, won't that be pretty? I love it. And then we can take and use some on the left too. Now we're going to get ready to put these in, and I'm going to take and totally trim these down, y'all. And listen, if you haven't joined design school yet, you are going to want to get in ASAP because we are in full holiday mode, and that means you're going to have access to all the good new tutorials that we've been doing. And we try to focus on really, high-end, beautiful designs that you can learn to make. And even if you decide to not make them yet, but you want to kind of learn the skills and the process, I really strive to create an environment that's welcoming to everyone at every level, and we can try to have so much fun. And if you get in before the holidays, you won't miss our big Christmas party towards the end of the year, where we have so much fun and prizes, door prizes, all kind of good stuff. So I wanted to remind you that that time is coming. So all of these are trimmed down. You're seeing the arrangement from the top right now, from the extreme top. So while we're doing this for a second, we're going to put some pieces in. And I'm going to grab my little Lazy Susan so I can spin this around. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but a simple Lazy Susan can allow you to work on both sides of your arrangement very quickly and just make it super fun when you're bringing it all together. So here she is. We're going to add our glitter pieces. So I'm going to start with some of these taller ones in the back. And as far as placement goes, I want to create depth with these. So I want them to be higher than the Gingy and that lollipop. I want it to be higher than both. So I'm going to put this first piece in. Kind of got it going on. I think it's fun playing with the newer trends of the different colors for the holidays. But I always love to come back to the classics too. It's a good combo of both. And you know what? I even love natural inspired designs. I think they're one of my favorites. So you're going to see us doing a little bit of everything. Okay, now I'm going to take this one. I loaded her with glue, and she's going to come out over here to the right, kind of in front of the gingerbread, layering it out a little right here. Okay. And then I'm going to come on the right side and do the same thing. So we create the illusion that all these twigs are coming from the same area in the arrangement, and that really helps with the shape of the design. So keep that in mind when you're doing your first centerpieces, or when you're grabbing this kit, it's super, super fun to create that illusion. So work hard to do it. I'm pushing this into the pie, but I want that to kind of come over the edge if possible. Hold on, I gotta put more glue on it. I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm pushing it into the foam. There we go. Not the pie, I'm silly. All right, and I'll bend it a little bit more over the edge and a little bit. Look how cute. So cute. And let's put one more kind of going at the edge over there on the left. So I'm going to give it a good bend. And then I'll hold it up and show you what it looks like. I love all these sparkly going in here. Because it's kind of like a whimsical winter, you know, whimsical winter candy wonderland. Look at this. She's so cute. All right, we're not done yet. We want to fill up her base. And we're holding these two off to the very last. We've got one more pick and a little bit of candy, fun. So we're going to take these and trim these off. Now our job with these last pieces of greenery is to fill up that base and make it very lush with the greenery. So I'm going to focus on the front right now because it's what's most important. And we can even take and cut these in half to where you've got two pieces out of one. So they're short. And that's going to work good to fill in. And I want it to be like she's frolicking in a snow-covered candy. Oh, like you could lick this stuff and it would be loaded with candy. It's not. It's glitter and snow. It's fake. Don't lick it. Don't do it. But you want to be tempted. It's like the candy land that we all dreamed of as little kids at Christmas time. Now I'm going to take these little pieces and we're going to start just popping this in. And it's going to give this lush, lush feel here, right there. Oh, really tight as we go around. Oh, I love these little curls too. And just push them in, make it really full. I'm going to go all the way around. And like I said, we're going to start in the foreground at the front. And I'm going to work towards the middle. And then we'll flip it around and we'll do some on the back. There's a dang glue string there. Oh, do you hate glue strings as much as I do? I cannot stand them. Some people it doesn't matter. I can remember going to craft shows and pulling glue strings off other people's work. Like, let me help you. This doesn't go on here, you know? They probably thought, don't touch my stuff. And I'm like, it's just a glue string. I got it. Let's push them in. Okay, let's see what we got here. Look at this little cutie. She is looking so cute. I'm loving it. Okay, we're going to flip it around and we're going to go to the back here where you're seeing the back. We're going to do the same thing on the back. Fill that in nice and tight. Now, if you want this design to be two-sided, you can always order another gingerbread separately out of the kit and put another one in the back, which would be super cute. I think that would be adorable. If you feel like, hey, this I want to use this in a place in my home where it's going to show. Okay. I'm going to hold off these two little pieces in case there's a hole we find. But let's finish off the front and make her look amazing. Oh, she already looks amazing. She's so stinking cute. All right, I'm going to take this curly part here and we're going to weave this way in the back. Coming up besides the gingy. I love that. Her shape is looking really good. Now, I want to bring these little candies in. We have a candy pick here, and this is going to go off to this right side. So I'm going to take and put some glue on it. We're going to press it into that foam base in there, and she's going to go right over here. You want to hear it crunch in there. There we go. How cute is that? And the balls and the little donut type candies are in there, right? Just adding that festive look there. And then take a look anywhere you have a hole, or you could use this piece in the back to finish it up. Let me put one little piece of greenery in here. But y'all, I think we've done it that quickly. You made yourself a stunning, cute, festive, loaded, full. It's just lush with this greenery, and this your grandkids are going to love, and maybe they can help you make it. I think it would be just a fun project to make as a family and to put up every year. All right, Bloomerinos, tell me what you think and if you're ready to play with this Gingy kit and make your own. I hope you're inspired to make your house beautiful all year long, but especially here at the holidays. Make it sparkle. And y'all go have fun with flowers. I will see you next time. Gingy, you look so cute. You look so cute, Gingy. I love you. I love you. Hey, Bloomerinos. Great to see you. It's Kali here. I am live with you from Bloom Central. And we are looking at a beautiful Saturday here. Beautiful, beautiful day. So we're going to be creating together a really quick and easy gingerbread wreath. So I hope you enjoy it. Come on in. I'm going to get started because Simple Saturdays are about projects we can make under 30 minutes. So we're going to knock this one out fast and we're going to have a lot of fun. So come on in. If you don't already follow us here on Cleese.com Facebook page, make sure you do. Just hit that follow button. If you're watching this later on the replay, let us know you were watching. Give us a hashtag replay and we can see that you were here enjoying the video later. We definitely welcome you. Come on in. I'm going to be working on an 18-inch wreath base, but you can make yours on a smaller one if you want. This is an 18-inch grapevine wreath form. You can get these at any craft store. You could make it on a green pine wreath too if you wanted to, that you get at any store. Any kind of base will work. Grapevine's my favorite because it allows things to poke in and out. Hey guys, I see you coming on. Hi Tina, Bonnie, and Leanne. Good to see y'all. So I'm going to take a look at my wreath first of all. And I know I'm going to be working kind of in a C shape, like the letter C on this side. So I want to make sure that part of the wreath is showing looks pretty good. So keep an eye on that when you're picking out your pieces. All right, let me see if you can see me okay. I'll try to turn this to y'all a little bit more. Get you set up good. Good morning, Ramona and Jan. Thank you so much. It was a little chillier yesterday, but today I am totally into hoodie, all ready for it to be chilly, and I think that's gonna have to come off in a little bit, right? Typical Texas weather. It's down here in Houston, it's warming up quicker than we expected. Good morning, Susan, good to see you. So let's start off with a little bit of greenery, y'all. Everything we're using today will be available from Cleese.com. All you need to do is get on our text list at textclee.com, and what we'll do is we'll send you out a link to show you everything we're using. So this is some of the really cool wispy greenery I love to use. Hi, Penny. Hi, Kim and Amanda. Good to see y'all. Let me cut this tag. These tags are not coming off. These are going to be on there. I have to slit them a little. So I'm going to start off with these. And we'll put a couple of these in first. Oh, you're working for a Gingy garland? Oh, for a client. Nice. Nice, nice. I love that. We're going to put some cute little gingerbread in here, but because this is a quick and easy wreath, we're going to make sure we take our time. Oh, this hoodie, Kimmy, came from Target. Target had a couple of cute hoodies. Now, I know this is not about wreath making, but I like hoodies that have the one pocket here. I want this to be nice and loose. I don't want a turtleneck or anything like that. And I want to make sure I don't have a zipper. That's what I want. It's warm there too, is it? Crazy. So I'm going to give this a dip in the glue and we're going to start shaping out our shape. Now, even though this is an 18-inch wreath, I'm going to go way off of it because I like to make things big. You guys can scale it down totally. Just start off smaller and use less product. Hey, Brian, you made a gingerbread girl yesterday. How fun. How fun. Richard officially started decorating at the house, guys. So it's super, super cute. Super cute. He loves Christmas time. He loves to decorate, and so it's pretty funny. He is so into it. Totally in it. Hey, Cheryl. Amanda says, I hate when my shirts are too snug at my neck. Yes. Yes. And I prefer no zipper. Those are my favorite kind. These are cozy, comfortable, and easy to wear. Just easy to wear. So Target had a couple of patterns that were cute. They were not in the plus size section. Y'all know I'm a plus size girl. They were in the regular section, but they carried up till XX. So you could get the XX or the XL in there. You could probably get the XL. This one's a little bit bigger, so I may not have had to get so big. Try it out. But they are like more of a woman's cut than the men's. Okay. Anyway, there's sweatshirts, Ellie. Hoodies and leggings are your favorite creative clothes. I love it. So, K, how do you say your name? Kayla? You're going to have to tell me. Kayla. I'm probably saying that. Kayla. It's probably like my name. I'm trying to think it out. Tell me. Put it out so I can say it properly. Sounds beautiful. Okay, let's go down at the bottom here. Sometimes my brain's on overload and I wouldn't be able to spell or talk. Anyway. Oh, I get it, Brian. It's a lot going on. Last year, you know, my mom and dad both got COVID in November. And so I am very blessed that they're doing fine. Kayla. Oh, Kayla. I'm sorry, Kayla. Just with a C. Yay. Well, beautiful, beautiful name. Thank you for helping me, Brian. So what I'm saying is we weren't able to decorate last year, and it was just so difficult during this time last year. So I'm so blessed. We're celebrating, we're decorating a lot, and we're just getting into it. And you know what's kind of fun that's been happening is the neighbors have been coming by. If you've been following our story this last year, we put in you're welcome. We've put in new gardens at our home, and the neighbors have been coming by telling us how much they love our new gardens. So now we're decorating for Christmas, which they love our Christmas decorations. And now they're coming, and neighbors from different sections of the neighborhood are coming that I've never met, never seen. So it's wonderful. Hey, I'm tired. I don't have the energy either, Brian. I get it. Hi, Alicia. Hey, Kathy. But we're still doing it, because when you find out the whole neighborhood's counting on you and that they love coming by, it just, you're like, I gotta do it. I get to, right? Ah, I know, it is so scary. It is scary, and both my parents are in their 70s, so you know how that goes, right? Hi, Suzanne. But they're all fine. Everybody's fine. We're good. And y'all, we are shipping in under a week around here. Things are getting under control, so it's such a wonderful, wonderful thing. Thank you guys for helping us get to the next level where I can afford to hire more help, and it is really a blessing. So it's allowing us more time to be able to decorate too. Okay, so far I just got the two big greeneries in. These are nice and wispy. That's what I love about them. I'm going to put one more here in the center. And then I've got some other greeneries we're going to add in. But this is my starting point, just to get us start out. And this will kind of be the farthest I go out, and we'll kind of work in from here. You started getting a message from the neighbors that they look forward to it, Amanda. Exactly. And then you're like, okay, this is more than just me. It's kind of like me making wreaths with you. When people tell me, Clay, you helped me get out of bed when I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to make things. I don't want to be creative. When I get messages like that, I'm like, okay, this is more than you just having a business. This is more than you just, you know, having fun. It is, Clay, you helping people. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Oh, y'all can see my knee brace, huh? Yeah, I actually have arthritis, apparently, that has worked into that joint now, and it's not, they can't reverse it. So it's been interesting. You're getting swags tomorrow, Sally? Yay! Yay! Hey, Karen. Okay, so that part's in. Now, let's put a little bit more of this really cute greenery. I like this next greenery with the berries because it's going to go good to pop in between these. And it's got eucalyptus. Hi, Karen. Hi, Melba. Good to see you. Let's put these in right here. These are super chunky and long, and I think we'll break one up. We'll start with one, and then we'll see if we need more. Simple Saturday, I want you to be able to do these projects without too much stress. So we're not going to go over the top or anything. We're going to keep it pretty step by step. What I do with my cutters. Use your work belt, Clay. Don't put stuff down. There it is. I have to get my brain trained back with the pockets. Oh my gosh. Yes, Brian. I'm so sorry. Yes. I've never had a knee problem. And the first thing the doctor asked me is how many surgeries have I had on that knee already? And I'm looking at him like, 0. I've never had knee problems. I have back problems, I have other issues, but not that. So, yikes. Yikes. I'm sure it doesn't help for many years standing for a living. I'm sure it doesn't help. And I'm sure if I was lighter, it would help too, but the damage is done at this point, so we have to get it fixed somehow. But I'm going to go for a second opinion on it too. So now I wear a knee brace, and I just do what the doctor tells me. And we'll be okay. We'll be all right. All right. So look at this one, guys. It's separated into 3 sections. All right. So these are just really easy to pull, and they're just really easy to pull out. Like that. And then this one, I'll cut it. So with this spray here, the neat thing is I'm getting 3 different pieces that are going to work great together. Sorry, there's some commotion going down at another warehouse down here. There's some party planners down the way, and they're unloading what looks like a giant, it looks like Greek towers and chairs. They're putting it all away. Could these berries go outside? They could. I don't know if they're not necessarily weatherproof, but yeah, I'll be using this wreath outside. Linda, you've had your your knees replaced. Yeah. So that's probably what's going to have to happen, but I'm not quite ready for that. Right? You got this because you're a woman tough, Suzanne, right? Yes, I know. Y'all, I hate talking about myself. I really do. Let's talk about y'all. You can't wait that long. You got to get it done, right? Kimmy's going to make the WCW main wreath, the Santa sleigh arrangement to donate to a benefit today. I think we'll get a lot of ticket sales. Oh, Kimmy, it will. It will. Do it. All right, we have 3 of these. We've got our wreath in 3 sections. Coincidence? No. No. So we're going to use one of these in each section and start to fill this up. We're going to evenly disperse those, and then we can add our gingy, okay, to get our theme put together. So Saturdays, I do projects that are real easy and not necessarily these amazing works of art, but they're great for beginners, and they're great for craft shows and things like that where you need to fill up your booth. And you want to have some just basic, simple designs. And this is one of them. So you can see how we've layered. We're going to stagger that so it looks like a nice flow. We're going to do that with the other 2 that we already have. Okay? Yeah, Debbie, I got the injection. I did get the knee injection already. And we started with that. And believe me, I couldn't walk before. I went from having 0 problems, really very minimal problems, to not being able to walk. You wish someone could do the snack food out of your hands? I love it. Oh my gosh. I'll be fine. I'll keep you all abreast on what's happening with it and let you know. This one's going at the bottom here. And the Greek towers are heading out. Or they're coming back. One of the 2. I don't know if he was unloading or loading. A lot of gold chairs were going somewhere. They must be having some kind of Christmas party. So staggered and flowing. These are pretty even. And now I'm going to come in the middle with that last berry. And we'll put that in. This is going to make a great background to lay these on top of. We're going to get our gingerbread. So you can see I've picked kind of naturally looking pieces. If you wanted it all flocked, you could pick things that are flocked. Oh my gosh. Well, whatever he pushed into my knee did not hurt. So I think it must have been numbing. It must have numbed it too. I mean, I also had a lot of pain at the time, so I don't know. I don't know what was happening. I survived it. All right, then my 3rd berry gonna go in right here. I'm trying to find a good little spot to wiggle it in. Get in between those 2. Thank you. We're gonna pop this in. I'm gonna make sure I'm covering that glue with that pine cone so we don't see it any. All right, so far so good. Now, if you want to do just a basic wreath, you could do this, guys, and just add more. I could add a little more greenery, a little more berry to poof it out, fill it in more, okay? Bow here, we can be done. Oh, thank you. It's not completely, the store's not completely full of Christmas yet. That's on our list to do here before Thanksgiving, so I'm sure they'll be excited. I am sure they'll be excited. here's our cute little gingies, and these are felt. They have a little bit of glitter icing on them. I'm gonna shape out the snowflakes. We're gonna get everybody looking cute, super cute. I'm gonna add this one in, and we'll trim it off. And I'm thinking we put, oh, the little string came off this one. I have to put it back on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take these off, this one off. I got to repair it. But what I'm thinking, I'm just going to divide this into a couple of sections and put a couple of these in. And we'll pop them in together. Hi, Judy. Good to see you from New Orleans. Not so far away. All right, this one has a boy. I guess they're just all boys. I don't think there's any girl gingies. Meaning they just don't have dresses. They're all. KL, I do sell this greenery. We're going to have the whole supply list available for you when the video's over. So just hang tight and text us at textclee.com and we'll shoot out the supply list when we're done. Okay? And that way you can have, you can click and shop with exactly what we've got. So there we've got a couple of the gingerbread coming out the top, easy. And we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. So grab another pick, break it down. We're going to keep this one for a second. Hi, Linda. Good to see you too. Yeah, right there at the bottom is the link for textclee.com. So, what you guys are you going to be doing for your Thanksgiving dinners? Is anybody getting together? Are you still lying low or what's going on? I know, they're so cute. I love them too. Thank you, Kale. These are really super cute gingerbread because they have the little snowflakes and I like the little string on them. So we did the section of 3 at the top and left this separate. We're going to cut it just like that again. Hi, Janet. You just planted your tulips? And you're pooped. How does Laura plant zillions? Y'all, Janet and I love to watch Laura from Garden Answer over on YouTube. She's also on Facebook and Instagram and all the places. Laura's got a team, Janet. We don't see her team. You don't see a lot of my team. You see me and Nicole. But we got to have teams to do all this stuff, right? We can't do it all. So I fluffed this one out too. And this guy's going to come out the bottom. And I've got those 2 pieces left. So we're going to have gingies kind of flying out both directions. I'm telling you guys, anybody can make this design a wreath. You're just going to take your time. It's not going to have a whole lot of extra steps. So it's going to be easy for you to complete under 30 minutes. The hardest part will be cutting some of the stems. So there comes my gingies out the bottom, ready to jump on your plate. They're flying out. Now I'm going to use a couple more up here in the center. We have these where we have the 2 snowflakes and the 2 gingies, so I'm going to add these in the middle. Okay, and we've got more candy to pop in here with them that I thought would be cute too. Thinking marshmallows. Marshmallows. You're cooking size and you're going nice. Okay, you're going to do it early on Wednesday. Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. Hi, Linda. Aww. Good to see you from all the way from Scotland. I'm so glad you're here. Lovely to see you. Put this one up here. And I am just popping these guys all in, tucking them in. They're so cute. So they're kind of bursting out a little from the greenery. And the berries are spread out even. Okay. Now, next we want to pop in, I think we're going to go with, I like these, some bigger curls. Now, when you're picking out your supplies, of course you can grab all these from us. But you can see this texture is also on the gingerbread. I've got the rickrack going. I've got the stripe. So it's the same look. And I love that these are reversible with red felt on the inside. So they're going to match well. Oh, you're going to go to your son and daughter-in-law's house? I love that. That is lovely. So I'm going to take one of these and cut it down a little bit, and we'll start popping these in. Popping them in. I'm just trimming it. I'm trimming over the trash can today so I don't have to sweep it all up. Good morning to you too. Great to see you. Okay. And I like to stretch these out a little or fatten them up a little. Nothing wrong with fattening them up a little. You could go either way. See how fun with that wire in there? Dee, I know. Super easy, but I think you're going to like the finished product when we're done. So this curl's going to go into the grapevine up here, and we're going to push it right in and let that just come out. Isn't that fun? Ha-ha! Aha! Now I'm going to put another one in here. I think we're going to use 2 of these so we can kind of add a pop more of them. Oh, thank you. Love them, Lisa. Fantastic. I'm going to bring this one down here. I'm glad you do. I just hope you're inspired to create something beautiful for your home. If you love to sell your products, you know we're here for you on that. We love it all. Thank you, Susan. Janet, just your hubby and you? Okay, well that works perfect. Cooking 4 turkeys? Cooking for 30? Holy smokes. You're going to have a big Thanksgiving. Everybody got vaccinated. So you guys are going to get together. I love it. It's nothing better than being with the family. All celebrating, getting back to your normal traditions will be wonderful. Bring that one down. See how that's just bringing out the colors of these picks, which is kind of when you're putting a look together, that's what you want. It's really what you want. Take a look. Okay, we're still filling in more, but you can do this. And don't worry, you can stop at any time, guys. Okay? You can stop at any time. You can make it smaller if you want. You can do all of those things. All right, let's come in with one more of those. I'm going to break it down the exact same way, and we'll do it. Suzanne, you don't have the confidence to sell on Etsy? Let me tell you what. I'm here to be your cheerleader. I've got no problem here rooting you on. I wish I'd have started on Etsy long before I did. It wasn't that I didn't have the confidence. I was just nervous about shipping and nervous about, you know, what if I ship it and it just never gets to them and stuff like that. When reality, those are just things that you shouldn't be worrying about. I was talking to a good friend of mine. Y'all know her, Betty. Betty, I'm always trying to convince her to sell on Etsy. And we were having the normal conversation that we've had before about, but what about shipping costs? And what about boxes? And how expensive is this? And how expensive is that? And I said, if we go over all the negative things, you will never do it. You will never do it. I don't know if y'all have ever heard, we have a big preacher here in Houston. His name is Joel Osteen. He's preaches at one of the big churches here. But he has a story. They didn't start in the big church and didn't do all that, but they started off in a small church, and it was time to build a new, bigger church and grow. And what they did is he had hired a real estate agent. The gist of the story is that the agent was telling him all the negative things why he shouldn't try to get the stadium that they moved into, all the negatives. And he said, listen, buddy, I can come up with all the negatives without your help. You need to be giving me all the positives. So when I'm talking about selling on Etsy, that's the story I like to think about, because if we want to think about all the negatives of anything, we'll never do anything. You won't if you think about all the negatives. So what we want to do is focus on Etsy, like how much exposure you're going to get for 20 cents an item that you can't create on your own. How fulfilling it is to sell something on there when you hear the cha-ching. How fulfilling it is to sell something that you hand make. Okay? How, when you get your first feedback that's good, how good does that feel when you get all that back? How good is it to pay your car note with your sales? How good is it to pay your light bill with your sales? How good does that feel? How fun is it designing something new and then somebody buying it? Those are things we want to talk about, because there's always negatives in business that are scary, but they are literally 1% of my business. 1%. And I can't focus on the 1% of negative people, negative things that happen to me. It's all perspective, and I can only control the way I react to things. So now shipping isn't scary. Boxing up wreaths isn't scary. Boxing up breakable
centerpieces isn't scary anymore. It's not. It's not scary anymore. So, and you don't have to be good to sell on Etsy. I wasn't good when I sold my first wreaths to people. I wasn't good at all. I got better and better, and all of you will get better with more and more practice. So, when you're starting to do something, yes, there's always negative things, but think about all the good things too, and then work from there. So when you're thinking about, golly, you know, this is so scary, I don't have the confidence. Well, can you imagine thinking about moving your church into a giant stadium and everybody telling you you're nuts? Can you imagine? Hey, I quit a job. I quit a good job to take on making wreaths for a living. And that was scary. It was scary. But you know, when I made the list of pros and cons, the pros always outweigh the cons. The good people always outweigh the negative people. It's just our brains stick onto that negative thing. So we got to let that go. So I want you to have confidence. I want you to be able to do it. There's lots of stuff. If you just go on to Etsy first, go over there. They want to help you be successful. They've got lots of free stuff, sources to help you start your shop. And then when you're ready to take it to the next level, you can come join us over at Makers University, and you can learn step by step how to do your social media and all that kind of stuff. I saw a question while I was making this about the total cost of the supplies. When we're done, there will be a supply list for you of the whole wreath, and you can choose how much you want, if you want to do it or not. I do not know the whole cost. Hey, hon, how are you doing?
Incoming.
Honey Bunny's coming by.
Incoming. Coming in hot.
Yes, you are. Honey Bunny's coming by, y'all. So I added the second pick to the bottom. The exact mirror of the top. Mirror of the top. Y'all, now I have 37, I think we just passed 37,000 sales on Etsy. And we have, I don't know how many sales on Cleese.com, more than that. Then we've got our comments sold site. We've got sales everywhere. And I wish when I opened my website in 2007, I went for it and I wasn't so scared. I wasn't so scared and I wasn't so scared. It's 20 cents to list something on Etsy. What if you sell it and you're terrified, you can always refund the money back to the person and never ship it. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. I'm so glad, Sue. I'm so glad. I mean, I've been doing this 25 years. It makes me a little bit different than everybody else, but I started with $0, zero help, except for my mom and dad. That is not true. Hey, listen, we're not going to talk about COVID on here right now, please. We're going to talk about happy wreath making, okay? Let's not talk about people getting sick. Let's not judge people for masks, no masks, shots, no shots. This is a safe place. That's what we're going to talk about in here. Okay? If you guys can't follow those rules, then we're going to take you out. All right? Lizzie, the camera's not reversed right now. It's just normal. You're watching me make it on my normal side. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to add in some of those little marshmallows. I like these because they have the stripe too here. Okay, we're going to pop in the stripe. We're going to make pretty things. We're going to give people the confidence to sell stuff online. This is what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to give you confidence if you want to sell stuff. If you want to be like Janet and you want to barter, when you can barter, you can sell to your friends. You can have a, you can do craft shows if you want. You can take this wherever you want. You want to sell on Amazon and sell your little tushy off, you can do it. We're here to support you wherever you want to be. Okay, and I'll teach you a class. You can pay for the class. You can come in there, or you can come and just enjoy what we've got free. Anything. Anything. Oh, great. You did the pumpkin wreath, Susan, and it's sold. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I sold my winter, I didn't think I was going to sell my 2 pumpkin wreaths from the workshop. I was like, oh, darn, everybody's been selling theirs and I'm not selling mine. And y'all, they all sold. They all sold last week. So I was very excited. Okay, these are super cute to spread out too. These are, I don't know if I call them mushrooms or marshmallows. When I get all fired up, words come out wrong. These are cute little like marshmallows on a peppermint stick, Lynn, okay? So let's put these in. And these we're gonna use like a twig. If you're a normal follower and you know I'm gonna use these like a twig. We're gonna do it. Oh, wow. Oh, fantastic. You're doing the wreaths again, Stacy? I love it. I love it. Then you've seen so much. You've seen so many changes in the industry. You've seen so many trends come and go. Hey guys, I'm going live again since it flipped us. I'm gonna flip you guys around since it threw us out. Let's see here. Hopefully you'll be able to see this and you guys can see us good now. I'm gonna finish up. I just started adding the marshmallows in the wreath. Hopefully y'all can see me again. It just froze on us. We got froze up. So I'm at the point of adding these as little twigs to the design. And that's what I'm doing now, okay? Sorry about that. I couldn't recover the video. But we were roasting marshmallows. We weren't roasting them, but we're putting them in our sweet little gingerbread design here. And I was thinking, if you wanted to get fancy on this wreath, you could paint this red. Like a really fun glossy red would look great on it. See if I can see you guys there. Hi, Stacy. Good. Hi, Corrine. Hey, Sue. Good to see you, Sue. I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Melba. Okay, I am trimming these off again, getting them nice and neat and clean. Hi, Ruth. Hey, Darla. We made it back. We just shot out the text again. So if you're on the text list, they just shot out a link. So you'll know where to find us. Where we're live again. I'm going to go down here and just go behind. Spread these out. But I love how these give a little pop. So I'm just mirroring what I've done on the top and on the bottom to add them in. Yes, I made it back. I made it back. All right, I'm bringing these in to the bottom and right across. Pop that in, and then some more coming down. So you can see that really good here. I switched the camera too, so you guys can see it better. Yay, good, good, good. Yeah, the other one froze and wouldn't let me get out of it, so it was being naughty. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you guys. I started this wreath earlier on another live, so if you're just coming here for the first time and you didn't see it, we started with the greenery, and then we added this other greenery with the berries next to kind of go inside that. Then we popped in our gingerbread. We used 2 picks of that. Then we put in a pretty curl. Pop that in. And now we're adding the cute little marshmallows. And they're coming in like twigs. Okay? Now, you notice I haven't used any ribbon. So don't worry about that. Don't panic. We've got all this texture that's adding like a ribbon texture that's working good in there. Kimmy, you're loving it? Good? Good. All right. I got another berry pick, but I don't think we're gonna need it. Aw, thanks, Vanessa. You guys, I was going on a couple of different rants earlier, but basically, y'all, if you didn't see the video before, it's right there. That's okay, Tammy. Nicole just posted it, so you can come and see that if you want. Basically, what would help us all out, y'all, is if we could just worry about ourselves, okay? And focus on how we react to things. When something's going bad, something's not the way we want, we can control our reaction and how we let that overtake us. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of letting somebody who gave me 3 stars because they said the glitter was falling off the toe of the gingerbread. Something asinine, really. But I let them bring me down, and I know I shouldn't. So I'm here to tell you we shouldn't. We're not going to do that. We're going to not let somebody who says, well, I can make that, we're not going to let that hurt our feelings. We're not. All we're going to do is say, you know what, I'm going to bless somebody else today. I'm going to touch somebody else who needs me. And these negative people can move on down. They can move on down. And we do a lot better if we stop judging everybody and just worry about our own selves. That would be the biggest blessing we could do by far. Karen, we're going to have a whole supply list for you. I just used one of the berry bushes, one of these. One of these, okay? And when we're on our page here together, this is about making pretty stuff. This is all it is. We're making pretty stuff. We're not trying to solve any world's problems. We are trying to sell more things, help you be inspired to make beautiful things, help you make your house look gorgeous, help you get out of bed if you're depressed or pooped or sad and you've lost your creative mojo. That's what we're here for, okay? Anything else? Everybody else, take it somewhere else. All right, now, I thought, let's finish it off with a beautiful same texture poinsettia, and we'll use that right at our transition point. And we're just going to use one, I think. So let's fluff it up and put that in. And then I might just pop a little more greenery right through here just to thicken it up just slightly. We've got part of another one we had already used. So let's fluff this one out. It's just a really pretty poinsettia. You're welcome, Karen, right? And have fun. And have fun. I mean, listen, I love making beautiful stuff. Not everything I make is necessarily this amazing, striking, beautiful work of art, but I love playing with this type of stuff. I love making you inspired. I love selling this stuff to you. I like selling finished wreaths. I like teaching you how to merchandise. I love all of that stuff. I like to be flowy and wispy and moving. So this is no fake here. This isn't just a job to make money. Of course, I do want to make money and I want to support my family, but this is what I love. So don't come in my space and bring anything negative because you're going to be gone. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. I'm thinking just right in here. Let me just get this placement right. I don't want to cover up any gingerbread. I'm thinking just right in here. And that's it, because this is simple Saturday. It's not over the top, Kali, normal every day. I think that is going to be so precious right in there. So what I might do is we may take and spread those berries out just a little. I might take one out and we'll move it up. We'll just do that. And we'll pop it up a little higher. And I will then put that below. Because that's a nice chunk of berry and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I don't normally do drama on here, and I'm not trying to do it, but I have to address some stuff. Because number one, I don't want people to be intimidated to sell their stuff. You know, I sold some kind of, you know, in 1997 or whatever year, my work was a little questionable. You know, a little questionable. So it's okay. You get better. Hi, Tiffany. Good to see you. I haven't seen all your comments, guys, because when I'm on a roll, I got to stay on focus with what I'm talking about. I want to make sure everybody knows the rules and everybody comes here for the right reasons. Okay, let's fluff this out and spread it out pretty and get this spread out. I'm in love with these little curls, but that rickrack on the edge, those are really cute. When I go and shop for next Christmas, I'm gonna look for some more like that. And I like this texture. It's going perfect with this poinsettia. Okay, I'm gonna look at it straight. We haven't put the hanger on. I think it's gonna be right here. I want that to flow. You guys are kind of at an angle looking at it. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. All right, now I want to pop in. We got a few little pieces left. And I'm thinking some of this greenery just coming forward a little bit. So I'm going to take this off the stem and we'll use the little pieces together. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying it. Does anybody have a gingerbread collection? Because I do. I love, like all things gingerbread. I even ordered a gingerbread wreath from someone else the other day. Had to have it. Super cute. Super cute. I enjoy supporting other artists like me. So instead of looking at it as competition, I look at it as supporting other folks. Supporting other people. Thank you. Ah, nice. You have gingerbread too? Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, we were thinking about doing a marathon coming up soon. of Christmas galore. Who's ready for a marathon? They may not be all cost-effective wreaths because Khalil's feeling like when I get all fired up, I feel like I need to come on here and make something massive. Massive. Yes, yes, yes. And you know what's pretty cool is all those people who supported me before I even knew what I was doing. They loved what I made. They thought it was great. I appreciate every one of those people too. Along the way, I've had some great customers. My customers over in Corpus Christi who just were amazing to me, and did some houses. I learned that I didn't like decorating houses. I learned that by out doing it. That's the only way I learned I didn't want to do people's homes, is I did some. Right? Yay, yay, Kimmy, good, Dee, fantastic. Oh man. Y'all want a marathon? Good, okay, I think we'll do it. All right, just add a little bit more. And if you wanted to keep it a little bit smaller, a little more cost effective, just eliminate one pick of everything, get it closer, get it closer. We need a marathon, do we? Okay, I think we'll have to do it. I think we'll have to do it. And I'm going to try to theme it around different things that we're using in my house. You're ready? Vicky's ready. Kara's ready. Darla's ready. Yay! So I'm just taking these down and I'm just filling in, just like you would like in a spring wreath, when you need to fill in any little holes you got going. Now right now you guys have light coming in behind the wreath, which usually that won't be occurring. So you might see a little more holes. I'm going to put one under the poinsettia. We'll just keep popping these in. Catherine says a marathon. Yes! Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I just love doing this with y'all. Okay, so those of you who do gingerbread, we might need to come up with some cute little gingerbread arrangements because I have lots of houses. And I'm thinking, what if I mounted the houses and kind of did like little smaller scenes with each house, and then we could take and make like a whole village, but not a village, you know, like a village on different planes. Oh my gosh, Ramona, sorry Ramona, your entire kitchen is gingerbread houses, gingerbread trees. You love to make a massive gingerbread wreath? Oh, let's do it, Ramona. Yes, 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 love that. I love that. Okay, I got all those in. I like this touch of eucalyptus in there. That gives you another texture. So we did end up with our 3 greeneries, which is kind of what I like for a wreath. I like to have 3 greeneries. Can I tell you more about the marathon? So we haven't really officially announced it, but I'm thinking about doing a week-long marathon of Christmas designs with y'all. Would y'all like it? I know y'all would. I know y'all would. Okay. Well, despite 2 videos and a little bit of chaos, it's beautiful. It turned out amazing. Y'all, we're going to text you the whole supply list for this. If you're not on our text list yet, jump on it. The reason I'd love you on our text list is I own the text list, and if anybody decides we can't be here live with you anymore, we can tell you where we're at with that text list. And we can say, come watch us here. Come see us here. This is where we're at. So that's why I appreciate if you could get on it, and that's why we're going to send you it that way. And that turned out really cute. Isn't that beautiful? I love it! Hey guys, it's time for a Simple Saturday. We're going to make this really fun gingerbread swag. And of course, we've got a kit available at Khalees.com. And make sure you like our page and follow us here on Facebook for more great floral designing videos and kits and fun supplies. So come on in and let's get started. Okay, y'all, we are going to be making a gingerbread swag today. And this we have available in a kit right here at our website, Khalees.com. You are going to get in there a swag base right here. So fun. Then a pick, a big spray, more like, rather than a pick. Oh, I messed up my sign. Get it pretty again. Of course, the gingerbread, which I'm loving the gingerbread. And this year we have a coordinating ribbon. Ooh, with the candy, isn't it good? And you get the whole roll in the kit, so you'll have more than you need. So let's get started. Let's start going here. I'm going to start first. When you get your supplies in, you always have to fluff them out because they're going to come compressed in their packaging. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure our swag is nice and straight, and then we're going to fluff this guy up. And in design school, which is our class that opens twice a year, where we teach you how to do floral design and the reasons behind, not just projects, but the reasons behind our placement and the techniques. So what we say in there is we're going to shake hands. So we're going to shake hands with each piece. So that means you actually literally have to go around here and fluff each piece. Like there was a little string I would have never found if I wasn't fluffing. So I'm going to shake hands with each piece, spread it out, because there's a lot of value in doing that. You're going to get more motion, more movement, and get all of these pieces where you want them. So I like this candy piece, but I want to split this marshmallow right between them, because this is nice and 3 here, guys. So I'm going to spread that out. Okay, and I'm going to run the marshmallow down. There we go. There we go. So I just kind of split those. All right, and I've shaken or shook hands, shake, rattle, and roll with every piece here. Every piece. I think I'd like a piece of pine going on this side, so take it and just shift it over. It's no big deal to do that. Or we could shift this piece over. This piece would be easier to go over. There we go. So I've got one pine on the left, one pine on the right. Let me pull this one a little more to the left. And you're just kind of fluffing it all up wherever you want it. Okay, so you get your swag going. And I just really wanted to split the marshmallows with the candy. Isn't that fun? Okay, so the bottom part of the swag is done. So now we're going to do the top. You're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to fluff it out. This one's not so bad, but I'm going to shake hands with each section and manipulate them out. And just make sure, sometimes they'll be turned the wrong way. You want to flip it the correct way. All right, we have this long stem. A lot of times I would cut that off, but in this situation, we're going to use it for support to make this nice and strong. So watch, I'm going to run this right beside my wire. So what I'm talking about is it's running right beside, can you see it there? It's running right beside the other support wire. And we're going to cable tie this to make it all one unison piece. I want to leave a good sized gap in here for the bow, so I'm going to do it about 3 fingers, so it can come down just a little bit longer. 3 fingers, okay? You can leave that smaller or tighter depending what you want, but I don't want to squish my bow in with all the components, so I'm going to leave a little space there. Now I'm coming in with my cable ties. These are my 8-inch cable ties that come in the kit. And I'm going to use one here at the top. I'm going to put it right here at the top. And what I'm doing is I'm attaching that stem to the base. I'm not going to mess with the hanger because I still want that hanger right where it is. And at home, you guys are going to need scissors and wire cutters. If you don't already have those, you can grab some. I'm going to trim these right here. Boom. Okay, and then I'm going to go further down and attach this down here. So I'm using 2 cable ties on there, 2. Bring one more up here. And like I said, we're not taking that wire off because it's going to add some more stability to the whole base. Make it nice and strong this time. We're going to leave it on. All right, spread out my pine again. Got a little pine over here, a little pine there. All right, let's flip it back around. Nice. So I moved that pine up a little, and I'm going to pull this little piece of pine down just slightly. That'll give us a little area for our bow to rest on nicely, so it won't go backward too much. And once again, I'm fluffing out the candy because now I'm looking at the candy from a new direction. I'm thinking, okay, I've got to have some candy opposite this candy in this design, so I'm looking at it, okay, as I'm putting it all up here. Get this. It's a good time to fluff it. Now, we're going to make this as a door hanger, guys, but if I extended this out just a little bit longer, made a couple little shifts in candy, put a bow right here, guys, it could be a table centerpiece. That's how versatile these kind of things are. All right, now let's grab our gingerbread pick. It also comes in the kit, and I'm going to have to make a couple of cuts on this guy. We need this one to stay long, this long one right at the top, so I'm going to trim him right here. So he's off on his own with a nice long stem, okay? Now these 2 are up on this stem, just chilling. They're hanging out right here. We're going to put them at the top because I love this one that waves high because he can say hi to everybody. I'm sliding this in along my base, the exact same base. Keep sliding it in along the wires. And now I'm moving these guys around. There we go. Perfect. He's waving hello. All right. I'm going to grab another one of my cable ties, and we're going to cinch him in there and get him where he needs to go. I'm just going around the center right now with this one, and then we'll put another one down at the end. All that's going to be covered by the bow, so we don't have to worry. Okay. And now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to attach this one. You know, I'm trying to attach it where I can't really see it from the front. It is green, so it's hard to see anyway. So I'm just reaching under. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm reaching under some of the greenery. And the main thing I'm catching is I'm catching the main base wire, and I'm catching the wire that just came off the gingerbread. Okay, and I'm going to fluff him all up. Yay! Look at there. Is that cute or what? I love it. All right, now let's get our bottom Gingy in. Now he could go this way and he's upside down, but if I take just a minute and put him in like this, he can be right side up and just bend his wire just a little. Oh y'all, Ari, our dog, she's telling me all about it out there right now. She's being a bossy boss. I hear her. Y'all, I might have to let her in the middle of the video. Hold on. I'll come get you, Ari. Nothing like real life, guys. Let me trim this one and let Ari in. Okay, Ari, I'm coming. Poor baby. Come here, Ari. Here you go. Come on. I'm videoing. Come on. Oh, she's coming in. She's happy now. Never fear. Ari's happy. Okay. So, all we did was tie that one. Okay, you want to say hi to everybody? You can. We tied that one in, and I turned him upside down like that. All right, so you can see how stinking adorable this is. Isn't that cute? The last thing to do is our bow. So I'm going to put this guy aside for a minute, and we're going to grab our easy bow maker. You can always make your... Oh, Lord, it's going to be one of those days. That was part of the light. It's okay. Grab your bow maker and your ribbon. Now this easy bow maker, you can grab that at an arts and crafts store, but I am going to, you can also just hold this bow and make it, okay? Now we're going to make these tails pretty long. We want them to be about 20 inches because I want it to go from the center of the swag down, okay? So that is right about 20 on my project. We might make it 2 inches longer just for a little curl at the end. And then I twist when I come to the center. I'm going to take this and cut it at an angle. Okay. Now, twist at the center. Now my loops are going to be at 6.5, 6.5. Okay. Then I'm going to go to this side, 6.5. And I twist at the center. 6.5 on this side. Twist. You can see one hand's twisting forward, one's twisting backward. 6.5, twist, and I'm going to fluff these guys out. Just completely fluff them out. One more loop, 6.5, and twist, 6.5, and now I scrunch it. So I've got 3 loops on each side, and then I just cut these tails at opposite angles to match. All right, we're not done yet. Now I'm going to make a tail at about 16 inches. Measure it out, come to the center and twist. And we're going to do 2 loops at 5 inches. 5, 5, 5, and scrunch it down. Yay! I love it! Okay, and I'm going to cut these at opposite angles as well. All right, so we've got our big bow made. Now, our next, I got to get my sign pretty. Since this video is all crazy anyway. 8-inch cable tie. We're going to add it to the center here. I'm going to bring it up. And I've got tension, but not too tight. Slide that to the back between my fingers there. And now is when the magic happens. You've got to fluff it all up. Fluff it up. There you go. Yes, Ari, you have made an entrance. You are here. Oh Lord, y'all. So much for decorum. It's out the window. Ari, come here. What's happening? It's okay. Oh, she hears somebody or something. She's freaking me out now. We're almost done with the swag, Ari. Okay, this is where I'm putting my cable tie in the back. And that's how we're going to attach it to the swag. Oh, boy. I love you, Ari. Come here to Mama. All right, now, in the center, guys, I am going to put a little piece of ribbon to cover up that green. Ari's going to keep barking. Come see Mama. Come here. Hi, come here. It's okay. So, I'm showing everybody how to make this swag. Alright, we'll fold this on itself. Y'all, this is where I start to see things and think someone's here. Look at that. I folded it and got it skinny. Lord have mercy. Alright. Alright, Mommy's videoing. You be a good girl. You see that down the center? All neat and clean. Now, I finished that up with a couple of... Come here to me. Come to me. What is scaring you? You're freaking me out. I'm trying to show him how to make a pretty swag. Come here. Y'all, I gotta go see what's happening with her. We're gonna finish this. This is a simple project. If it weren't for Khalid's life, we'd be a lot simpler. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. I'm almost done with the video. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Go in there. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Ari has been happily put in the home. Okay. Now, we finished the bow. Are you guys ready for the magic? The magic is about to happen. So today we have broke a light, had a dog attack in here, but amidst all of that, we have made an adorable, oh my gosh, it's stinking adorable. Stinking adorable. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow here. Now remember, if you wanted to do it as a centerpiece, you just shift some stuff around. You could turn this gingerbread around and use it as a centerpiece with the bow. And the only thing I would do different is I'd run like a tail this way and a tail this way. We're going to make it as a swag, so I'm going to take my cable tie and attach it around here. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I'm afraid there's something in the room, like a big snake or something's going to come across my toe because the dog was going bananas. Hi, Chihuahua. We got to fluff, guys. We got to fluff this bow and work it around all these components. All right, remember, we have a long tail and a short tail. Let's grab that long tail on this side, and I'm just going to bring it right down the back, kind of wiggling it through some of the greenery, but straight down the back. You see it right there? Beautiful. Okay, then I'm going to grab the short tail, and I'm going to give it a curly whirly, and just pull it down. Cute. Long tail, going in around the back, going in, and then I'm bringing it through here. All right, short tail, giving it a curly whirly. Okay, and bringing it down. All right, now let's just fluff up our bow. So get our 3 loops in the back pretty. And then we have 2 loops on either side here. Where's my second loop? Oh, that's a tail, that's a tail. Where are you? Oh, you're up here. Very good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a little pine in here around the top of the bow. Bring the tails around. Make sure I've got a little bit of the marshmallows and things kind of popping out of the bow too, because I always think that looks fun to kind of make them part of it. Guys, we did it. There it is. Thanks for putting up with me and my family today. And we made it through this project, guys. Remember, you can grab a kit to make this exact project right on Khalees.com. And thank you. You guys go have fun with flowers, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.